One council meeting to order. We have an Eagle Scout with us, Mr. Brandon Fisher. So if you'd like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, the mayor has the microphone.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Hazeltine.
Present.
Heffinger.
Here.
Lamb.
Here.
Rose. Here. Shields.
Here.
Simpson. Coin.
Here. Reading of the minutes.
Mr. President,
Mr. Shields.
I move that the minutes of the regular meeting of February 22nd, 2021, as prepared and submitted by the clerk, be approved. Second.
Any discussion on the minutes? Will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the minutes?
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
Reports of standing committees. The Finance Committee met prior to council this evening and will again meet in 2 weeks. Health, Public Properties, Mr. Shields.
Thank you, Mr. President. No report this evening, no meeting scheduled.
Special Legislation, Mr. Lamb.
Thank you, Mr. President. Nothing to report, but we're holding a special legislation meeting tomorrow, Tuesday at 4:30, and 2 things on the agenda. One of them is on demolition in the historic district, and the second one is an ordinance with regard to feeding wild animals, and it also deals with feral cats. And that meeting is tomorrow, Tuesday at 4:30, right here in the rotunda.
Thank you. Streets and Sidewalks, Mr. Heffinger.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have no report and no meeting scheduled at this time.
Thank you. Water and Utilities, Mrs. Hazeltine.
Thank you, Mr. President. No report at this time and no meeting scheduled at this time.
And Emerging Technologies, Mr. Rose.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have no meeting scheduled, but we do have the software on order for SSI for the new budgeting, so things can be accomplished without meetings.
Thank you. Request for council action. We have several for finance. We have 2145 grant application for the 2021 Tech Grant Municipal Court. 2146 contract for administrator for fiscal year 20 CHIP Grant ORDC. 2147 amend salaries and benefits code 3114 sick leave. 2148 amend salaries and benefits code 3105 pay adjustment for building official. 2149 amend ordinance 15720 parking deck detention system estimate. 2150 bids for the 2021 concrete street repair job number 1088. 2151 final resolution and certificate for State Route 18 improvement project. 2152 contract with ODOT State Route 18 corridor improvement project. 2153 grant application for CDBG CV targets of opportunity grant. 2154 special event vendor fees for the MCRC. 2155 program and activity rate change proposal for MCRC. And 2156 request to amend 2021 civil service budget. Reports of municipal officers. Mayor Hamwell.
Thank you, Mr. President. In regards to the COVID-19, Medina County remains in the red level, likely will through the remainder of this week and early next week until they're rated again next week. But the health commissioner told me this morning that for the last 7 weeks, Medina County's numbers have gone down each one of those 7 weeks. So if we keep that up, then hopefully we can get out of the red and into the orange or something better. Still asking the public to remain vigilant, avoid large gatherings, wear masks in public, wash hands frequently, and social distancing. There's information on both the city website and the Medina County Health Department website. And hospital admissions are down, ICU admissions are down, and we thank the public for all they've done to help with this regard. Fiber to the home, for those that are interested, if you take a survey at www.medina.litcommunities.net, they're running fiber to homes through southern Medina County. They're coming up through Guilford Township and Montville Township next. And if there are enough people that take this survey, They will then come into the city of Medina and begin running fiber to the home through this project. The advantage of fiber to the home is many people here only have the opportunity for Armstrong cable, and by getting fiber to the home with the county fiber ring that was installed between Medina County and the 3 cities, that means any number of TV providers, phone providers, internet providers can be on that ring, and when you have the fiber to the home, you can access all of those, which will create some much needed competition. Foundry Social at Bronson and Foundry, there was a great article in the March 1st, 2021 Cranes Cleveland Business Magazine highlighting the Foundry Social and all the special things going on there. I'd like to congratulate the Friends of the Cemetery. Spring Grove Cemetery was awarded Level 2 accreditation by the Arboretum Accreditation Program and the Morton Arboretum. This is the first and only arboretum in Medina County, and I'd like to congratulate the Friends of the Cemetery. For those that may not be familiar with that, that's the number and the variety of trees that we have at our Spring Grove Cemetery that helped them achieve this award. I have a proclamation for Eagle Scout Brandon Scott Fisher, who led the pledge for us, and I will hold that until the council president presents you with the resolution 31-21. And last but not least, I'd like to ask the council to welcome our new fire chief, Larry Walters. Larry was sworn in as the chief in a private ceremony on Monday, March 1st, and that gave him the authority to start his chief's functions and carry out the duties of the office. We then had a public oath on Thursday, March 4th, 2021 at 10 a.m. here at City Hall Rotunda. Chief Walters scored #1 on the list after a very competitive testing process. And I'd simply ask you to join me in welcoming Chief Larry Walters and respectfully ask council to approve his confirmation. I do see on the agenda, it says he was appointed March 4th, 2021. I'd respectfully ask that it be amended to March 1st, 2021, as I swore him in last Monday. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Durham, Director of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just have a reminder about the city's income tax. The city does have an income tax. We contract with RITA to collect it, so you can access online filing at their website. That's ritaohio.com. We also have paper forms here. And of course, last year there was a delay in the filing deadline due to the pandemic. There is no indication that that's going to happen again this year. We'll be on the normal filing deadline.
Thank you. Chief Kinney, Police Department.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have no report.
Mr. Huber, Law Director.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have no report.
Mr. Pacoli, Service Director.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have no report.
And our new addition, Chief Larry Walters, the Fire Department.
Thank you, Mr. President. I also have no report.
Thank you. Mr. Mendel, Planning and Community Development Director.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have no report.
Mr. Worley, Parks and Recreation Director.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a couple things to note. We do have Rec Center Advisory Committee meeting scheduled for this Thursday at 7:30 a.m. We did recently change the meeting from the third Thursday to the second Thursday, so just wanted to update the public. We do have scheduled to open the spa in the leisure pool area on March 15th with new rules in place following sector-specific operating requirements. And I do want to acknowledge the Friends of the Cemetery for their work in attaining Level 2 accreditation through the ArbNet Arboretum Accreditation Program and the Morton Arboretum. There's a lot of work that went into it, and it started a year or so ago when we did the inventory and management plan, along with the financial contribution from the Friends. So it's pretty neat to have that in our backyard. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Patton, City Engineer.
Thank you, Mr. President. ODOT recently awarded the project for the State Road 18 corridor improvement This project will start in the city just west of Albert Drive and extend into the township near 71 to just past Nettleton Road. Anticipate this project starting in April, and it will last approximately 2 construction seasons. ODOT, I'm sure, will be issuing some public announcements about it. It'll definitely be an excellent improvement when done, but similar to the 42 project we experienced for the next couple of years, you can expect some traffic delays in construction zones.
Thank you. Next item we have is confirmation of mayoral appointments. We're going to take them separately. The first one's the Fire Chief Larry Walters, appointed March 1st, 2021.
Move to confirm the mayor's appointment of Fire Chief Larry Walters.
Second?
Any discussion? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
The next item for confirmation of the mayor's appointments is Medina County Advisory Council on Aging for Linda Williams for the city representative for a term expiring March 31st, 2024.
Move to confirm the mayor's appointment for the Medina County Advisory Council on Aging.
Second?
Any discussion? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
Notices, communication, and petitions, there are none. Unfinished business is none. Introduction of visitors. Members of the public will be permitted the opportunity to speak on any issue or concern which pertains to the city during the portion of the council agenda devoted to introduction of visitors. All comments shall be directed to the chair, and a reasonable time limit of approximately 5 minutes will be imposed. If there's a group, please appoint a spokesperson. Speakers should approach the rear left microphone and state their name and address so it can be entered in the minutes. Members of the public will be afforded the opportunity to comment on other portions of the meeting as determined by the chair or by a vote of the majority of council members present. Is there anybody that wishes to address council at this time? Yes, sir.
Good evening. Throughout the last year, we've experienced lasting stagnation on both political and social life. We have all seen too much happen without the ability to make a change. It's not that we lack the motivation, it's that we lack the social interaction to accomplish great things. We collectively, as a society, need to start picking up the pieces. In wake of the chaos, we forgot that we the people make decisions. We the people move mountains, and we the people, no matter whom we voted for, make decisions to rally around both good and bad ideas. We are the lovers and the fighters. We're both hot and cold, but what we are not is lukewarm. We are not indifferent. We all stand for something, and we all have a voice. We need to start with something small, and we need to rally around a small idea and then push to move mountains. We need to find something to unite around that will bring a positive message, and where we need to start is in our small community. Last year, the citizens of Medina City found themselves in an interesting spot. We found ourselves at odds with how to push forward as a city. We had 2 committees with different viewpoints in the hope for drastically different outcomes on our causes. Neither side was right or wrong. We both wanted the same thing. We wanted what was best for our city. We wanted a responsible decision. We wanted a decision that our children's children would be proud of. That's all we can do for life, and for that matter, that's all we can do as citizens of this community. Last November, our citizens voted on ballot issue number 7. The results of that vote halted any expenditures and blocked city officials from using any resources to plan on the east side of the Medina Square. I understand the motive and the current litigation, but the fact of the matter is, it is not responsible to stand idle. We should still plan, we should push forward, and we as a city collective need to foresee future needs and address the current problems. Stagnation will serve no party any benefit. Today, I stand before you asking the citizens to unite for one cause. We need to plan for a municipal court. We, the citizens, have an idea, and that with the county's help, we could achieve all of our past goals. The Medina Municipal Court needs to be expanded. and we need a plan. We need an open forum to speak about our strategies. With that being stated, we need to start now and make a volunteer bipartisan committee to discuss our future, both openly and transparently. We need to stand together publicly, constructively, and peacefully to commit to the needs of our city. Our energy should be focused on progress, mediation, and compromise, and not exhaustive, petty litigation. I ask everyone to stand with me and openly discuss our city's future. I urge my fellow citizens to participate. Come here and ask questions, make statements, or email any member of city government. This is the time to be proactive. After all, the only way that we the people can win is by being in complete agreement. And the only way to achieve that is through compromise and new ideas. I ask everyone in attendance, is it responsible to wait 5 years before planning our future, or is the time now? I think we can all see the flaws in our past decisions, and I believe that we can build a humble but useful courthouse. A courthouse that not only benefits our community, but benefits every division of our municipal court and brings them together under one roof. I think we can all agree the will of the people is to have a plan, and the plan should be the voice of our community. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Is there anybody else that wishes to address council at this time? Ms. Pan, do we have anything on Facebook or anything that nothing? Okay. Introduction and considerations of ordinances, resolutions. At this time, I'd entertain a motion to suspend the rules requiring 3 readings on the following ordinances and resolutions. Resolution 3121, ordinance 3221, ordinance 3421, resolution 3521, resolution 3621, ordinance 3721, and ordinance 3821.
Move to suspend the rules requiring 3 readings of tonight's ordinances and resolutions.
Second?
Any discussion? Will the clerk please call the roll on adoption of the motion?
Shield.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
At this time, I'd like to have Brandon Fisher come up by the mayor. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and read the resolution, and then after it's finished, entertain a motion for adoption. This is resolution number 3121. It's a resolution congratulating Brandon Scott Fisher on attaining the rank of Eagle Scout. Whereas Brandon Scott Fisher is currently a member of Troop 501, chartered in Medina United Methodist Church. And whereas Brandon recently completed his Eagle Scout project titled One Ginormous Bookshelf, benefiting the Project Learn. And as a result of considerable hard work in the areas of citizenship, physical fitness, character, and leadership development, Brandon Scott Fisher received his Eagle Scout Award, the highest award attainable in scouting. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Medina, Ohio, that Medina City Council hereby commends Brandon Scott Fisher for his outstanding contribution to his community and Boy Scout Troop 501 in attaining the prestigious rank of Eagle Scout. That a signed copy of this resolution shall be presented to Brandon Scott Fisher in recognition of his hard work and dedication in obtaining this award. 1 second.
I will make a motion to approve the resolution congratulating Brandon Scott Fisher on achieving the rank of Eagle Scout.
Second?
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Resolution 31-21 passes 6-0.
Congratulations.
I'd also like to present you with a City of Medina proclamation from the Mayor's Office. It has a lot of that same information, but we're proud of you and all that you've done, and I present this to you.
Thank you.
And if you want, I can hold those if you'd like to speak.
Yeah, we just like to know a little bit about this one ginormous bookshelf.
Well, what would you like to know about it?
How'd you come up with the idea, and what does the idea entail? Why is it so ginormous?
Well, the reason it's so ginormous is because it's 3 bookshelves on each side. They're about 6 feet tall. And then you have the base that's about 1 foot tall. So in total, it's about 7 feet tall and then 9 foot across. and it's going in their children's section,
And how many books would it hold?
as many as they can fit on.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I would also love to thank everyone who helped me with building and assembling my project. And I want to give a big thanks to Project Learn for sticking with me through all of COVID and all the missed dates. I said I'd turn it in, but I couldn't. So I want to give a good thanks to them as well.
Tenacity. Very good.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. God bless you.
Mr. President,
Mrs. Hazeltine?
I just want you to know, Brandon, that I did speak with Angie from Project Learn, and she was so excited about your project. She was so excited about you. If you, anybody else, if they want to look on the Project Learn Facebook page, I believe there's a photo of you with the giant bookcase. So I just want to let you know that we're all very proud of you, and Angie spoke very highly of you.
Mr. President?
Thank you. Mr. Shields?
I just wanted to add to, I've known Brandon for many years. He's my poinsettia salesman every year for Boy Scouts, which started with his brother, and Brandon is the third in his family of his brothers that have received their Eagle Scout. And Brandon has a twin that we hope will be here in front of council as he completes his Eagle Scout project next. But very, very impressive family, and congratulations to you, but just a really nice, fine young man. So good job, Brandon.
Thank you. Okay, we have ordinance 3221, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to advertise for competitive bids and award a contract to the successful bidder for project number 946C, Ray Mallard Fitness Trail, Phase 2.
Move to approve?
Second?
Discussion? Is this Mr. Worley or Patrick?
Sure, I can take it.
Okay.
This project is Phase 2 of our Community Development Block Grant that we received to develop and complete the Ray Mallard Fitness Trail extension. It's about 0.42 miles long, and the engineer's estimate for the project is right around $60,000. I did just want to note this is using some of the funds that we reallocated from the grant. So that's going to be a significant improvement to Ray Mallard.
Thank you. Any further discussion or comment? Will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the ordinance?
Hazeltine,
Yes.
Heffinger,
Yes.
Lamb,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Shields,
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Ordinance 3221 passes 6-0.
Resolution 3321, a resolution authorizing the filing of the application for grant assistance with the Ohio Rail Development Commission, ORDC.
Move to approve?
Second?
Discussion?
Mr. President?
Mr. Shields?
The emergency clause has been requested. I move to add it at this time.
My second includes the emergency clause?
Discussion on the emergency clause and resolution. Mr. Patton?
Thank you, Mr. President. As written in the title, this is seeking funds for improvement to our city railroad, specifically drainage improvement on the track area north of State Route 18, where we've been battling some runoff issues for many, many years. And secondly, we hope to get funding to replace the grade crossing on State Route 18 near AI Route. Asking for the emergency clause because ORDC reviews these applications as they come in. And once the money's gone, it's gone. So the sooner we can get it in front of them, the more likely, better chance we'll have to get funding.
Thank you. Any further discussion or comment on your resolution or the emergency clause? Will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the emergency clause?
Heffinger,
Yes.
Lamb,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Shields,
Yes.
Coin,
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
Will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the resolution?
Lamb,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Shields,
Yes.
Coin,
Yes.
Hazeltine,
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Resolution 3321 passes 6-0.
Ordinance 3421, an ordinance authorizing the payment of to Software Solutions, Inc., SSI, for annual support services for the city's VIP professional accounting system.
Move to approve?
Second?
Discussion?
Mr. President?
Mr. Shields?
The emergency clause has been requested. I move to add it this time.
My second includes the emergency clause?
Discussion on the emergency clause and the ordinance. Mr. Durham?
Thank you, Mr. President. This is our renewal with SSI. The emergency clause is because the effective period begins March 1st.
Any questions on the resolution or the ordinance or the emergency clause? Will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the emergency clause?
Rose,
Yes.
Shields,
Yes.
Coin,
Yes.
Hazeltine,
Yes.
Heffinger,
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
Will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the ordinance?
Shields,
Yes.
Coin,
Yes.
Hazeltine,
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Ordinance 3421 passes 6-0.
Resolution 3521, a resolution donating used Medina TV and City of Medina equipment to Medina County.
Move to approve.
Second?
Discussion? Mr. Fry?
Thank you, Mr. President. This is for the equipment that actually used to reside here in the Rotunda before the renovation project. Instead of sending that to auction for pennies on the dollar, we are going to put that as a donation to the county commissioners, in which we are working on a memo of understanding at this point in time. We had been helping them during COVID, trying to get up with technology in order to them to broadcast their commissioners' meetings. And we're going to use that equipment hopefully to continue an agreement together with a memo of understanding to proceed with televising their meetings using this equipment.
Thank you. Any further discussion or comment on the resolution? Will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the resolution?
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Resolution 3521 passes 6-0.
Resolution 3621, a resolution authorizing an application for grant assistance from the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, for FAA CRRSAA airport funding.
Move to approve.
Second?
Discussion?
Mr. President,
Mr. Shields?
the emergency clause has been requested. I move to add it this time.
My second includes the emergency clause?
Discussion on the emergency clause and the resolution. Who is this one? Anybody want to take it? Mr. Patton?
Thank you. This is our second award from basically COVID relief funds from the federal government. Last year, we received $30,000 in funding for the airport. This year, we're eligible to receive $13,000. We asked for the emergency clause because the FAA intends on beginning distribution of these funds in mid-March.
Thank you. Any further discussion on the resolution and/or emergency clause? Will clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the emergency clause?
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
Will clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the resolution?
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Resolution 3621 passes 6-0.
Ordinance 3721, ordinance authorizing the expenditure of $10,000 to Medina County Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, SPCA, for animal-related services for the year 2021.
Move to approve.
Second?
Discussion? Is this Mr. Rose? Do you want to start with this?
Thank you, Mr. President. As we know, we do not have an animal warden or anything within the city, and the SPCA does provide us a service in helping us rid the city of unwanted animals, animals that are left abandoned in parking lots, other strays, and sometimes even dead ones. So, and every one of those has a cost to the society, and this is our contribution to help them with their over $300,000 budget that they have every year.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the ordinance?
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Ordinance 3721 passes 6-0.
Ordinance 3821, ordinance amending ordinance number 321 passed January 11, 2021, relative to the purchase of one 2021 Ford Explorer from Lebanon Ford for the police department.
Move to approve.
Second?
Discussion?
Mr. President,
Mr. Shields?
the emergency clause has been requested. I move to add it this time.
My second includes the emergency clause?
Discussion on the emergency clause and the ordinance. Chief Kinney.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is an increase. The state bid transferred at the beginning of the year, and it was during our council process. So the new state bid, the dealership has increased the price by the requested amount, $481.60. The emergency clause is requested so that there's no additional delays.
Thank you. Any further question on the emergency clause or discussion on the emergency clause and or the ordinance? Will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the emergency clause?
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
Will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the ordinance?
Shields.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Ordinance 3821 passes 6-0.
Council comments.
Mr. President,
Mr. Shields?
I just would like to officially welcome Chief Walters. I had the honor to sit in on his interview, and from a very impressive group of candidates, he rose to the top and just won us all over. I appreciate your service in the past to the fire department. Look forward to you running the department. It's in very good hands, and just thank you for applying for the job and being part of our department here. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
Any other council comments?
Mr. President?
Mr. Rose?
I have not had the same experience as Jim did, but welcome to the city. I'm sure we're going to be in good hands. Everything I've heard is very, very positive, so welcome.
Thank you. Any other council comments?
Mr. President,
Mrs. Hazeltine?
you knew you couldn't leave me out. In Councilman Simpson's absence, I will say, be kind to everyone. Just, it's that easy. I just want to recognize that it is International Women's Day, and this year's theme is Choose to Challenge. Through challenge comes change. I want to encourage every female out there to challenge themselves and change the things that they see as far as inequality that is directed towards women. And that is all I have to say about that in a room full of men. And Kathy, my girl Kathy in the back.
I see a woman back there. Right?
Yeah, but through challenge comes change. So, you know, we want to change things like that. So I will encourage any woman and young women especially, whatever you are challenged to do, do it. Because I'm sitting up here, I'm living proof.
Thank you. Any other council comments? Mr. Lamb?
Welcome, Larry. It's great to have you on board. You've served the city for a long time and served the city well, and I know that council and the administration were all really confident about what will go on in the fire department now that you're here. And on a personal note, it's always great to have the fire chief living on the same street, just a few houses down from where I am. In case I have any issues of forgetting to turn the stove off when I leave a pan on the stove, and something I've frequently been doing. I'm not sure why. But I also want to mention and thank the Medina County Health Department for the work they've done with the distribution of the vaccine. Twice I've been to the community service center with my wife to get the vaccination, and the process that they created was not only smooth and very easy to go through and to understand, but it was really comfortable for the people that were there. And when you think about it, that this is not something that any of us ever planned for, never really knew it was on the horizon. But one of the most important aspects of this pandemic and the year we've been through is getting vaccines to people and getting people to the vaccine. And I don't think you could ask for any better process, more comfortable process anyway, and easy to get through than what the health department, our county health department director, and the people that work for her were able to do for us. It's a real plus for us, I think, as folks living in Medina County, and I think they deserve all the thanks and credit that they can get. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? Okay, the meeting is adjourned.